Laura's Hospital, Anxiety, starring Laura Liu, Dr. Bob, introducing Lee Nelson, written and directed by Mr. Chips.
Disclaimer: visiting this hospital may result in a variety of side effects, including, but not limited to, spontaneous gratitude towards medical staff, unexpected bursts of appreciation for health insurance, unplanned naps in waiting rooms, and the uncontrollable urge to Google every medical term you hear. Please consult your sense of humor before proceeding.
Laura had always been an anxious person, her mind constantly conjuring worst-case scenarios. Her friends often joked that she was a hypochondriac, but Laura felt every twinge and ache with a sense of impending doom. This led to her frequent visits to the hospital, much to the frustration of Dr. Bob, the hospital's seasoned and patient head of emergency medicine. The first time Laura visited, Dr. Bob was understanding. She had a sharp pain in her side that she was convinced was appendicitis. After a thorough examination and a series of tests, it turned out to be nothing more than gas. Dr. Bob reassured her and sent her home with advice on diet and relaxation techniques. The second visit came a week later, with Laura convinced she was having a heart attack. Again, Dr. Bob patiently ran all the necessary tests, only to find that Laura's heart was perfectly healthy. He gently suggested that she might be experiencing anxiety and recommended she see a therapist. But Laura didn't stop there. Over the next few months, she came in with a litany of complaints. Headaches she thought were brain tumors. Stomach pains she feared she needed to fart. Rashes she believed were signs of rare diseases after taking a wee in a Sainsbury bag. Each time, Dr. Bob conducted the necessary examinations and tests, and each time, he found nothing wrong. By the 58th visit, Dr. Bob's patience had worn thin. It was late at night, and the emergency room was busier than usual. Laura arrived. Convinced she had contracted a rare tropical disease from a mosquito bite she got in her mom's basement, Dr. Bob, juggling multiple patients in the chaos of the ER, saw her name on the intake form and felt his frustration bubble over. "Laura, this has to stop," he said, leading her to a private room. His tone was firmer than usual, a stark contrast to his usual calm demeanor. "You've been here 58 times, and we've found nothing wrong every single time. This isn't healthy for you or for the other patients who need immediate care." Laura's eyes filled with tears. "But I feel these things, Dr. Bob. What if one time, it's something real, and I ignore it?" Dr. Bob took a deep breath, softening a bit. "I understand your fears, Laura, truly. But this cycle isn't helping. You're caught in a loop of hypochondriac that's making your life miserable. I think it's time we address the root of the problem." He handed her a card. "This is for Dr. Lee Nelson, a therapist who specializes in hypochondriac issues. I've spoken with him about your case, and he's agreed to see you. You need to tackle this from a different angle, Laura. Your health issues are not physical. They're mental and emotional." Laura looked at the card, then back at Dr. Bob, a mix of hope and fear in her eyes. "Do you really think he can help?" "I do," he said, smiling gently. "And I'll be here if you ever need me, for real emergencies. But you have to trust me on this. Let Dr. Lee Nelson help you." Laura nodded slowly, realizing that Dr. Bob's frustration stemmed from genuine concern. She took the first step towards the exit, holding the card tightly. As she walked out of the hospital for the 58th time, a weight seemed to lift off her shoulders. For the first time in months, she felt a glimmer of hope that maybe, just maybe, she could break free from her cycle of fear.
Mr. Chips, till it does on a twist. Knocking on the YouTubers you can't resist. With a chuckle and a grin, he's the one you'll miss. Everyone loves the stories from Mr. Chips.